Hey everyone, today's lesson is primarily about playing line 38, Jingle Bells, in our Essential Elements book. But first we need to look at line 37, which is fairly simple to learn how to play. We just need to be able to count, but there's one new idea that we need to learn. So I want to draw your attention up here to this shaded box on our page. And we can see here they talk about the concept of dynamics. Dynamic literally means to change. In music, the thing that we're changing is how loudly we play. So dynamics is synonymous with loudness in music. They're showing us here 3 different dynamic markings that you'll see in your music. This curly Q F is short for forte, which means to play loudly. This curly Q MF is short for mezzo forte, which means medium loud. And then this P over here, the curly Q P, is piano, which means to play softly. Now, not to be confused with the instrument piano. So here we need to change the amount of breath control that we use to play at all these different dynamic levels. Forte, while it means to play loudly, actually the better definition would be to play strongly, we should never be playing louder than we can play with beautiful tone. So for now, forte can mean as loud as you can play with beautiful tone. If the tone is no longer beautiful, it is definitely too loud. And right now we can define piano as softly as we can play with beautiful tone. If our tone is so soft it's no longer beautiful, then you're playing too softly. There are other dynamics that are louder than forte and other dynamics that are softer than piano. In fact, there is another dynamic that is right in between MF and MP that they'll show us soon in our book. So there are other dynamic markings that you'll see. Right now, we're just seeing F, MF, and P for loudly, medium loudly, and softly. So looking down here at line 37, we can see that they want us to begin playing forte. And we play the same dynamic level until we get to a change. So here it says mezzo forte, so all these notes are medium loud. Then it says piano, all these notes to be soft. And then back to forte, all these notes are strong again until the repeat, all the way back to the beginning, and then it's forte again at the beginning. Now the directions here say we should clap it at those levels. And when you're clapping dynamics, well, it's the harder you clap, the louder it's going to be, and the softer you strike your hands together, the softer it's going to sound. Let's do it together and be careful that you're playing, you're clapping more loudly and then softer still. Here I go. One, two, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, and stop. Now, for percussionists, playing loudly and softly on your instrument is much the same as how you played loudly or softly when you were clapping. The harder you strike the instrument, the louder it will sound. The softer you strike the instrument, the softer it will be. When we're playing snare drum, it's easier to play softer dynamics closer to the edge of the drum and louder dynamics close to the center of the drum. If we're playing glockenspiel, we always strike the bars directly in the middle, so it's all about how hard you strike it, but you need to make sure that you're never striking it so hard that it sounds clunky, and you're always making sure that you're concentrating on that rebound so that you're pulling the sound out of the instrument. If we were to play line 37 on our instruments, then it's the amount of breath control that we're using that affects how loudly or softly we play it. And we have to be aware of never louder than lovely. Forte is as loudly as you can play with good tone. Piano is as softly as you can play with good tone. So let's agree that we're going to play line 37 on a concert B flat. So that would be the note that we call do, or is labeled do, in our concert B flat scale. That would be a B flat for the flutes, for the trombones, the tubas, and the percussionists, and would be a C for the trumpets and the clarinets. Here we go. I'm going to play this on my trumpet. I'm going to play forte, mezzo forte, piano, and forte again. Here I go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, let's take a look now at Jingle Bells, where we're going to have to play medium forte and forte while we're playing a song that uses the notes we already know. We're playing a song that uses the notes we already know, do, re, mi, fa, so in the key of concert B flat. That would be B flat, C, D, E flat, F if we play flute, bells, trombone, or tuba, and C, D, E, F, G if we play clarinet or the trumpet. Now, there's no rhythms or notes here that are going to be tricky for us, but the hardest part is definitely mi, so, do, re, mi, which happens in two different places. And some people find it tricky when they have to play so, fa, re, do. The skip between those notes is tricky for some. Now, the other part I want to draw your attention to is this isn't exactly the way that you would normally sing the song. This part of the song here, oh, what fun it is to ride one horse open sleigh. Normally when you'd sing it, you'd say, in a one horse open sleigh. And for some reason, the composer decided to leave off in a. The reason is there's a certain kind of rhythm they haven't taught you how to read yet, and so they didn't want to include it in the music. So let me play this for you on trumpet and piano. I want you to play along with it. Your task this week is to do a practice first of Jingle Bells. And while practice first will grade whether you're playing the right notes at the right time, what practice first will not do is grade whether you're playing loudly or softly enough. That's up to you to listen back to your recording and decide, did you change volumes when it's said to play a medium forte and forte? And I'll be listening for that as well. All right, here's Jingle Bells. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so now I'd like you to go back, practice along with me, practice independently, and practice along with Practice First, which is your assignment for the week. That's it for this one. Thanks for stopping by.